Hello guys, here today we'll be playing a bit more of Penny Dreadful. This is the new season. I've been enjoying it so much lately. I've been playing a lot off camera. I built Hypergenesis, Mono Blue Delver, Blue White Controller. I was building also Enchantress, but I decided to jump into a league with this deck. This is Blue Black Control, and there are a couple of things that make this deck special and I enjoy very much. But the important thing is that we still get the really good blue package of Ponder, other cantrips like Consider, Lose Focus for counter spells, Neutralize and Forbid for running on the control suite, Factor Fiction, Treasure Cruise, Repeal, all of the great good cards that blue offers. And we pair that with really good removal and other control suite from black with Disfigure, Easy Prey, Power Word Kill, Sunny Edict, a lot of removal spells, Ritual Suit and Language as Wraths. I opted to go for a mixture in the main deck, so we can try to find it when we need it. But I believe that Ritual Suit is a bit better. But as you know, this is the start of the season, so we don't know exactly what we are playing against. So I decided to go for a mix. Maybe later in the season we decide that Language is better or that Ritual Suit is better. For us, it's more or less the same thing. It kills everything but our top end creatures, so it's the same for us. And then we have the creature package, where we have Ogre of Bolas, which is a value creature, a 1/3 that blocks really well and draws a spell. Master of Death, which also gets a lot of value because when it ETBs, surveils too, which is pretty useful. And also we can buy it back by paying 1 life. Paying life is annoying, but if this blocks like a 2/2 is already up in life, so that's pretty good. Also, if this is a 3/1, that's difficult to kill, so it's really good as a win condition too. Venser, Shaper's Abound. This is a 2/2 flash that bounces anything. This is pretty cool, and you will see in a bit why I decided to go with this card, but I believe it's a great addition to the deck. Tassiger, the Golden Fang. This is a cheap stabilizer. Basically, we maybe start the first couple of turns, killing a creature, killing 2 creatures, cantripping a bit, and then we drop this, and it's very difficult for the aggro deck to try to kill us because it's very big. So that's pretty useful. Additionally, it has the upside of the activate ability, which is 4 mana to mill 2 cards and return a non-land card of an opponent's choice. Of course, we don't decide what to get, but getting anything is going to be probably good. And then a couple of last win conditions for the deck, in case we need them. We have 1 commence the end game, which is draw 2 cards and amass X. Create an XX token, where X is the number of cards in your hand. This is pretty good because it's basically an instant speed Moon Drifter, so it's a lot of value. In the late game, this is going to be pretty good. Also, it can't be countered, so against control it's going to be really annoying because it's going to go up 3 cards basically. And Lockmere Serpent, which is a 6 mana 7/7, so pretty big, with flash and a couple of abilities that are very interesting. We can make it unblockable if we need them. We can sacrifice swamps to gain life and draw cards, which is also pretty good in the late game. And we can return them from the graveyard to our hand by paying 2 mana and exiling 5 cards from the opponent's graveyard. So it's kind of weird graveyard hate too. Yeah, so that's basically what we have. But why do we have Venser? Well, we have also Riptide Laboratory, which is a land that we can return a wizard to our owner's hand that we only control. So which wizards do we have? We have Ogre of Bolas, which is value. We have Master of Death, which is also value, and we got Venser Shaper's Abound, which is also a lot of value. These are not, but that's okay because our value creatures are wizards, so we can actually make a lot of value with Riptide Laboratory. This is a combo with Venser, start paying a lot of mana, like 7 mana basically, because also need to tap their laboratory to bounce any spell or permanent to our own hand. So basically we can start bouncing lands or whatever to try to grind the opponent out. That's kind of also another nice win condition in the late game. And I don't think I forgot about any cards. We also have Repeal and Tyrant's Scorn as additional removal spells, value place, and we get one Scrabbling Claws in the main. This is basically a hedge because I believe that there are a lot of graveyard decks that I've seen so far, so I like to have one graveyard hate in the main deck. But at the same time, I don't want to have Lantern of the Lost, because Lantern of the Lost in the main deck is kind of annoying because it exiles our own graveyard too. So I decided to go for Scrabbling Claws. This is not great, but it's going to be serviceable. And yeah, basically we don't want Lantern of the Lost because it exiles our Master of Death, our graveyard for Tasigur and Treasure Cruise, and so on. Consider also pretty good with Master of Death. We can surveil it, basically this surveil, so we can surveil the Master of Death to the graveyard and then return it, or just fill the graveyard for Treasure Cruise and Tasigur. This could be Thought Scour, but I prefer to go for this card instead. It's a bit slower in filling the graveyard, but it gives us more selection, which is, I believe, more important in a control deck than just raw velocity. Then in the land slots we have for Bad River, which is a fetch land that enters tapped. This is pretty good because we also have Fetid Pulse, which has 2 land types, and it enters tapped still, so you know, Bad River, it's going to be a really slow dual land if we need to, but it can also just fetch a basic, basically a tap land, you know, like an Evolving Wilds. That's alright for us. That's pretty useful when we are playing Ponders and we are trying to fill our graveyard for other purposes. And Fetid Pulse also is pretty important because it has cycling, so we try to never run out of value. And it also enables Drone Catacomb, which requires an island or a swamp to enter untapped. The rest of the lands enter untap always in 3 swamps, 5 islands, and 1 Field of Ruin. We need to have something to kill creature lands and so on, and Field of Ruin is pretty good for that. It can also, again, fill a graveyard and shuffle Ponder if we need to, but it's kind of really slow for that. In the sideboard we get a lot of different random stuff. Again, start of the season is pretty difficult to make functional sideboard, but we have 3 Duress, which are great against non-creature decks. Thief of Sanity if we need to be more proactive. I'm not sure when we are going to bring this in, but we'll see. And more Ego against combo. This will be 3 mana, just remove a combo piece from the deck and try to win from there. Sudden Edict as more removal spells. Same with Bulwark Heal, 2 Lantern of the Lost against Reanimator and One Land Spy, no lands decks. Repeal as additional, you know, flexibility. Rebuild against the artifact decks. This is pretty good because it also bounces lands, you know, artifact lands. Ritual of Suit against other creature decks, and 1 negate because whatever, maybe we need it, I don't know. So that's basically it. There are a lot of utility and a lot of one-offs and all that, but it's going to be pretty simple. We try to kill our opponent by, you know, running them out of resources, then refueling, and then, you know, establishing a loop either with Master of Death, Venser, you know, that kind of stuff. So that's basically it. Let's go into some matches and see you there. Alright, match number 1 is Fácil. Let's hope it's easy. Spin the play here. This is kind of slow, but I think it's functional. I'm going to keep. I think I'll start with Fetid Pulse so I can hold Iron's Scorn or Consider. Turn 2. Okay. Lumbering Falls is interesting. I don't think I saw a deck with that. Okay, Treasure Cruise is pretty good when we have 2 Considers in hand. Pro, sure. Alright, let's see what we are against. Maybe it's Simic Aggro? I have no clue. I don't think I've seen that, but maybe there are a couple of flash creatures or something. Oh, Infect. Alright. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to have to kill that. I don't want to wait until they have what's it called? Spell Pierce. Okay, well that's great. This is split second makes it very difficult for them to interact. Basically, always going to kill that. Weird that they're playing Lumbering Falls. Maybe there aren't better better lands for Simic. I have a clue. Tap land, I think I'm going to bin. I can get a bit picky. Languish, also pretty slow. Alright, let's pass the turn. Here we have Loose Focus, which is difficult to counter, Silent Egg, which is also difficult to counter. If they just hit for 1 Infect, I can just take it. I didn't know that Ecoclaw Mirror was legal. That's pretty cool. I love the card. Very difficult for creature decks to interact with Ecoclaw Mirror. And if you can give it trample, then it's actually bad for you sometimes to block. Alright. They don't shuffle. Interesting. Might of Volcrosa. Do I want to let this resolve? I think I do. I just use Silent Egg here. If they just hit for 5, then maybe I just take that. Okay. I think I'll do it. I'll take the 2 for 1. Thank you very much. And now I can do Treasure Cruise, cost 2 still. Okay. Maybe in the future. Okay, Temple of Mystery. And considering response. I have no clue why they're considering response, but that's fine. They kept on top. So, and they put on bottom, okay. Oh yeah, it makes sense. If you're going to scry, then it's preferable to consider first. That makes sense. This here is pretty good. I think I just pass here. I don't think they have haste. Any creature that has haste. I think I'll just cycle. That also enables me to do Treasure Cruise next turn. For 1 mana. Drone Catacomb is not bad. I think I played. Maybe they have like Mana Leak or something. Alright, and here I think I just. If I pass, I need to discard, which is annoying. I just play the Master of Death. Haven't been doing anything. This also surveils, put that creature on board. Tassigor and Treasure Cruise. I think I've been both. I kind of need lands here. And I already have Tassigor for more Delve, so I don't need that much value. Also, they are like basically 7-drop, 6-drop and 8-drop, because I will not be able to delve that much. So okay, so they consider they've been an island. Now they play the Ponder. Let's see if they don't shuffle. Okay, they land and a mirror. Sure. So I think I just block. See what they do. Drone Catacomb is a great draw. Yeah, I have so much interaction. I think I can just chill here, trade, and then bounce it back. The Master of Death. Maybe, maybe not. Ponder is fine. Maybe Bladed Ancient is legal. Let's check that real quick. Well, they Ponder, so yeah, Bladed Agent is legal. Maybe they play Blind Mamba. I don't think they'll play Cis Bear or anything like that. Yeah, it's not great. Like, the cheaper Infect creatures are few in between. Bladed Agent and Ecoclaw Mirror, so they are probably maybe playing. Oh, okay, sure. Let's sideboard, and the removal spells are good. Repeal probably is also fine. I don't think I want the wraths, are a bit expensive, and I don't want to tap out to kill one creature. Prefer to have instants. What else? I don't think I need that many win conditions, so maybe I can cut some of those. Aggro of Bolas can gain a lot of time. Commence the endgame, draws cards. Maybe just like Mirror Serpent is a bit slow for what we need here. Like having one card that maybe like a great card to turn the game around at instant speed is pretty good, but this is kind of doesn't draw cards real quick, and it's going to kill them fast, but I don't need to kill them in 3 turns, I can kill them in 5 or whatever. Let's see, am I missing something? The rest is fine too, normally against the Infect. It doesn't remove the creatures. They can remove some of the other stuff. Basically they are like a 30 something non-creature spells. I think I cut the comments or the Factor Fiction, maybe the Factor Fiction instead of comments. Let's see if there is anything else here. If I am bringing Duress, maybe I need to cut like Neutralize or something. Scrolling Claws doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think this is fine. It's kind of a weird sideboard plan that they have. I have like a lot of flexible cards, so always going to be very difficult to build the sideboard plan correctly. So I'm going to have Cyanide for turn 2, for their turn 3, which is when they attack with a 2-drop, so I think this is a keepable hand. I have the Bad River for something. Can probably just fetch an island and play the Dragon Catacomb untapped. The Ogre of Bolas also can gain time, but I don't think I want to risk it if they play a 2-drop here. Okay, they see that Cyanide, probably they start to whip. It's really annoying for them. Now if they don't play a creature, I can just play the Bolas. If they do, I can just hold the Cyanide, and it's very annoying. Let's draw first. I want a bit more lands. Okay, the rest is not bad for later turns. Just fetch now, so our Catacomb enters untapped. I think I'll need more blue. And pass, hold, lose focus and Cyanide, depending on what they do. Ponder is okay. If they only have 8 infect creatures, I can just trade removals for creatures and basically come on top if I have more card draw than them. They don't shuffle. If they play a creature, I think I just lose focus instead. I can take 1 damage. I think I'll take the damage either way. I want to be able to use this lost focus for a creature. Okay, now we use that. And now I think I just do rest into see what we do. Probably play a land first, right? I could have played the Riptide Laboratory because they know about it, but I prefer to have that. Okay, so they have a Blighted Agent. They can play around the loose focus, so I'm going to play a creature instead, and I take probably the mites, so to slow them down since I don't have removal just yet. Oh, never mind, I have removal now. That's a Phyrexian human roll, okay. What's Phyrexian? It's like a denomination of origin, right, from Phyrexia, so... Okay. Okay, now they can play the Tapland if they want to. Oh, right. Yeah, so Infect is kind of like that. You just get enough information that you get to decide whether you have a ways of winning or not. There, if they play the Blighted Agent, they just kill it, so it doesn't go that far away, so they can just pass a turn. But if they pass a turn, then they can just lose focus for the creatures, so basically they are dead either way. They can continue playing the game, but they are going to lose eventually. They can try to grind with the lands, I guess. That's kind of what they could have done, but whatever. Let's go to the next match. Let's just check real quick that the thing is working. Sure. Nice to remove really. Okay. Against Raliu. We will be on the play. Alright. This guy is a bit land heavy, but we have the Augur of Molas and good lands. We have the combo with Riptide Laboratory. Let's see what they do here. Probably I'm just going to tap out turn 2. I don't think I need to counter their turn 2s unless I see a very aggressive deck here. Turn 1 Ponder doesn't scream aggressive to me. This deck would really benefit from Decktech and Pro. The thing is, Decktech and Pro is really bad when you're trying to be controlling. Like, if you're not proactive enough, then the life is going to be annoying for you. Do I fetch here? I think I do. Just fetch an island. I like that flexibility of Bad River. Yeah, let's just resolve this thing. See. Ponder and counter. I think I like the Ponder more because I don't really know what I'm playing against, and Ponder can be anything, can even be a counter. So, all right. Next turn probably we don't cast it. We just play the Bad River. Is this mono blue again against Infect? Oh boy, this is going to suck for the opponent. They have something, Decktech and Pro. Probably you want to play that before you play the Blighted Agent. I probably just kill it now. Okay. Kill it now, play the Bad River, attack. Now next turn I can have 4 mana plus 1 more, so that's 6. Sorry, 4, 6, 7, so I can cast a Tasigur for 4, maybe Ponder before the hand. Three, 4. Okay. Now I'll probably just use Ponder since I also have the fetch land. It's pretty good. Do you want any of these? Factor Fiction is cool with Tasigur and Treasure Cruise in hand, but I think I need to find a removal spell now, so I'm going to shuffle actually. Venser is comes a bit short right now. May just hold, lose focus with Replicate. I think I do that. Just play the land, attack. Let's see. Okay, so I can't block that, but if they go to buff it, maybe I can just counter it with lose focus. If they do nothing, I can either consider or use Riptide Laboratory. Just take 1 Infect. That's acceptable. Here I think I shuffle first. No, let's consider first and see if we need to use the mana now or not, so I can fetch make a Fetid Pool instead. Yeah, Tassigur goes to the graveyard. Yeah, let's fetch Fetid Pool, so it enters tapped now and we have better mana. I can do a Tassigur for 1 and hold Bensar. Sounds pretty good, but they might have, well, they probably don't have like memory lapse. I would say maybe they do. Just do this. Wait. Maybe I just do it for 2. No, if I do it for 2 I can hold Bensar. So let's just do it for all. And I can also hold the ability if they do nothing. I can try to raise. Like if they don't go for it. If they go for it, I can try to interact with counter spells and bounce. If they don't go for it, I can do different things. Just let it go. If it hits for 1, that's fine. And probably go for the loose focus. Oh, Invigorate is legal, now I understand. Okay. Sure, these results. These results and I take 5. I go to 6 poison, they have more. Okay, now it's lethal, so I need to counter that. I need to replicate. Let's see if I can find a list and see if Venser is surefire to resolve. I haven't seen Infect and suddenly I played twice against Infect. Okay, let's see. Spell Pierce, Binds of Passwood, that kills me. Okay, so they don't have a way of answering Venser itself, if this is the list. But they might have Binds of Basswood. If they have Binds of Basswood, I can't win either way because they just bumped. So I think Venser is better, because they might have like 2 Spell Pierces. Do they have 2 Spell Pierces? Yeah, they do. So this plays better. So yeah, I mean this will resolve. I don't know if they have binds to fizzle the ability. Yeah, they do. Okay, sure. All right. Now I see what they are playing that. Okay, so let's do more or less the same thing. Bring this in. Remove the wraths, the claws, and I think it was one neutralize, the serpent, something like this it was, I believe. Oh, the edict too, the edict is pretty good. Oh, I also removed one Factor Fiction, commence the endgame, or Treasure Cruise. Given the way that this game works, maybe it's commence the endgame. Yeah. Treasure Cruise can be pretty cheap and I need the velocity, and commence the endgame is more of a value play than anything else. I don't think I'll lose in value. Okay, this hand is great if I find more lands. I want to gamble this. I think I do. I have to count 2 cantrips. And if I find the land, I can do Signated, which is awesome against them. Duress against, to see what they are playing and all that. Can be pretty rough if they spell pierce my ponder, but I don't believe they normally do that. Probably just cantrip turn 1. Is placing shoal legal? Placing shoal would be awesome. No, okay. They don't shuffle. Huh. Pretty slow. But I can do fetid pulls, draw the consider, duress them, because they are probably going to have a creature turn 2. If they don't shuffle, that's maybe it. And yeah, if they don't play a creature, I can consider to not draw the Tassigor, which is pretty bad right now. Oh wait, I'm going to have 2 mana next turn. I don't know why I forgot about that. Okay. In that regard, I can do consider and duress. If I do duress and can they kill me? If they have enough invigorates and such, they can. Maybe I just bite the bullet and do Sudden Edict instead. And if they don't do anything, I can consider and consider. Probably that's better. It's a bit slow, but Sudden Edict being uncontrollable is really nice in this matchup. They don't go for anything. Makes perfect sense. If they play a creature, I probably lose focus instead. They might have a spell pierce. If they have spell pierce, pretty bad spot. If I Sonic now, this is pretty annoying. They probably have the spell pierce, right? Maybe they have a ponder or something. So they have a lot of cantrips too. So it's not guaranteed that they have a spell pierce. And if this resolves, this is nice because I can clean the board. Spell, okay. I think I draw the... No, I can do consider first, being the Tassigor and try to find the land. Nice. Okay, can play that now. Scenic doesn't do anything, so I'm going to duress first. I'm going to duress and also consider, so I'm going to start with consider. I will keep that. Now I can duress. And see what they are working with. Have a Might of Cross on Invigorate. And another creature. Invigorate is 4, this is 4. I think I just take the Invigorate. I take 4, 5, 6. So I go to 7 poison. And they have 3 creatures. I need to use this Sign Edict to go to 1 poison. I think I take the Invigorate because it's free. It's the free spell, so if they draw more, they may not be able to deploy everything. This has been a bit awkward, but I think we're pulling through, kind of. I want to find more removals, we have a lot. Okay, they play the land right away, they play the mirror. They don't play the Might of Volcrosa. So maybe they drew something else here. That's not bad for us. That gives us the opportunity to counter something, maybe. I'm going to pass a turn here and just hold Cyanide and lose focus. Do I use the Cyanide in combat? I don't think so. Just take 3 here, and they stay pump. And I can do Factor Fiction end of turn, which is really good. Probably going to counter, but it's okay. We don't. Okay, so I can take the Treasure Cruise. That's 3 cards, so they probably... I would probably separate like Treasure Cruise and the rest. Okay, Treasure Cruise and anything. I'm going to take the Treasure Cruise and anything. Spells and lands is understandable. Wow, really? Do we have like something to counter the Treasure Cruise, maybe? If they give me this much value, I'm going to take it. Ogre blocks, but I can try to find more stuff with Treasure Cruise. They are really mulling this decision over. This fear is nice, that kills this very efficiently. Let's first start by playing a land. Treasure cruising. Wait, I need to think about Tassigor, or I have the Tassigor in the sideboard. Don't, so I need to think about what Tassigor is going to bring in. Really want to keep Ogre of Bolas Duress. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We know they have a Might of Volcrosa. I think I need to still find something, right? I have one removal spell with the Disfigure. Disfigure, Silent Edict. No, I need more 1 mana removal, I think. Tyrant's Scorn is nothing here. Venser is also nothing. Okay, so I think I just pass. Discard a couple of lands. If you just attack and put me to 1, I'm fine with that. Okay, they choose not to fight. Alright, so if they have this spell, I can't counter it with Lose Focus. So I think I'm going to start with Silent Edict. They can't activate the Lumbering Falls in response because it has a split second, so that's really nice too. Okay, they sacrificed that one. Okay, so we can do now Disfigure and Venser, which is enough. We want to ponder first. The thing is, if I do Disfigure and they have anything else, a counter spell of some sort, I can't counter, and also Venser. Let's see again. If they are playing the same list, they might have... Okay, so maybe my play here is to play Venser with Lose Focus backup. that doesn't stop buying so fast, which is what the Venser dies to. So maybe I ponder first and try to find more removal. We do have a lot of it. It's literally nothing. Okay, so I can turn Scorn with some backup. I'm going to play on their upkeep, I think. Or wait. Yeah, anyway, if anything connects, then I die. So maybe... Okay, this counters the Disfigure, cost 1. You go to 3 mana. This is so tricky. I think they got me here. I have the Venser and the Disfigure. Disfigure gets countered immediately. Okay, so I think my play here is just pass. Try to block with Venser the Ichor Clomir to just, you know, let it die there. Because if I use two remove spells on a counter, I don't get enough interaction to respond to anything. Because I use this figure, Tyrant's Corner, I have lose focus, but they have enough mana to pay it, so that doesn't do anything. And this figure gets countered by the Mitoful Crosser that we know they have. That's alright. I should have done the Venser thing on the upkeep. Yeah, probably that was right. Okay, so they probably have us here, but we'll play it anyway. So if I do it on upkeep, they have less draws to find something. Okay, let's see. A resolve, wow, okay. I can block, and in response to the trigger this figure, that makes them use anything to counter that this figure, so that's good for us. They are going to use the Mitoful Crosser, but it's okay. I need to start, yeah, whatever, it's going to kill that. If they had trample, they have trample. They don't, alright. So now they play the Blighted Agent. They are kind of tapped out. I can use the Tyrant's Scorn and the remote spell that we're going to draw to not die. Can also use a creature to block. Okay, that's nice. I can bounce the Blighted Agent, kill the mirror. Let's start there. Now that they are tapped out and they can't have Dispel or Spell Pierce, need to destroy this thing. We are very close to stabilizing, surprisingly. They have a lot of cards in hand. If they have like more creatures, then I don't know how we win. Go, that's so annoying. Alright, so we need to draw something. So I'll crack the Battery Bearing Upkeep to clean a bit the top. Duress. That was close. Just Duress to see what they play. I have no clue. Yeah, they didn't have anything else. That sucks. So yeah, we were very close. If we find like another creature to block here or something like that, we were fine, but that was not enough. I think we are favored still in this matchup. I just had a lot of trouble finding lands in the early turns. Maybe it was incorrect to keep that hand, but you know. Yeah, let's go to the next one. Alright, match number 3 against Raquetenudo. Let's be on the play. I have no clue if this is fine or not. I have a couple of cyclers. I think I keep, but it's really clunky. We'll see how we do with this. Oh. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this keep. We need to draw lands. And maybe if we get to this Factor Fiction or Ritual of Suit, we can be in a good position. Okay, note anything here kills a Raise or Shine, so a Raise and Shine, so we are kind of in a bad spot here. I think I want to hold the turn 3 neutralize. I think that's a bit better. Okay, Cleansing Wildfire is okay. Grixis, okay. Have no clue what I'm against. We'll see. Lose Focus is nice. That's an uncontrollable counterspell. Or close to it. We do have a couple of, you know, we have good interaction. I think we are kind of fine now that we drew the land. We can either lose focus for 1, neutralize, cycle things. So we have a lot of different things we can do. I'm not going to counter a Ponder. It's cute that they have Ponder and Cleansing Wildfire. That's a nice combo. You can shuffle the Ponder. I think people are like not too keen on having cards to enable Ponder. I think Ponder is way better if you can shuffle. Of course, you will not get shuffle effects like fetch lands. But having like Bad River is like a nice upside when you have the Ponder. Okay, so they don't do anything. I suspect I'm going to just cycle this thing. Don't think it does anything. Consider. I can consider now. I think I'm going to do that. I think I need that one. Alright, now we can Factor Fiction end of turn or Venser. Venser is nice against Rise and Shine and Soul. Especially nice if we can assemble the combo with Riptide Laboratory. Bounce spells are awesome when they are like card advantage bounce. Okay, Cleansing Wildfire. I could bounce the land. I think I let it go. Mostly because I have Factor Fiction, I want to kind of resolve it. They get 2 things from that makes our lose focus worse. But I think I want to resolve the spell now. Okay. This is a nice selection of cards since we have a couple of cheap cantrips. Okay, so they're probably just playing Rise and Shine and the bounce are annoying for them. I'm going to pick the 4 card pile if you give me that. I have the land really high up since I'm otherwise missing land drops. That's a nice split for me. The thing is I'm going to have like 10 cards in hand, so I'm not going to be able to use all of that. But at least I need the land. The Tyrant's Corn I think is pretty good too. Okay, in that case I'm going to pick this. I think the land is more important. I can save that for later. The Treasure Cruise. Now I can just hold counter spells. If they continue to Cleansing Wildfire, that's annoying but understandable. Here let's see if they go for the Jokulhaups. I can counter it relatively easily. Or overload the Raise and Shine. What was this? You get an emblem with the beginning of combat, target creature. Okay, so it's like a mass and soul. I'm going to just counter, and I probably can counter X2. Yeah. That gives me with another loose focus up. They knew I have the loose focus, so this is a tactical, trip my counter spell. I don't consider it bait because bait is like casting a 1-drop when trying to get the counter off, but I think that a 4-drop Planeswalker is nice to counter, so I don't consider that bait. Okay, so I have 7 cards in hand, but I have a couple that they are like completely dead. Okay, I'm going to remove all of them and keep the loose focus. Try to find a land. That's basically the reason I'm casting this Treasure Cruise. I don't mind discarding this. Pretty dead in the matchup, it seems. They probably have a counter spell, right? Okay, that results. Alright. If I play this land, I can get 2 counter spells instead of 1, and I'm going to discard the Ritual Suit, which is completely, utterly dead. If they have creatures, they are going to be these lands. Play a bridge. See if they go for the Haups. Another Tesseract. That's so annoying. Can I kill it? Not really. I think it matters enough that I need to counter it. That's the annoying part. And I think I'll just use the Neutralize here. If I use the Neutralize, that gives me enough to have loose focus backup. Yeah. Otherwise I need to replicate the loose focus. I think that has a bit more value in this matchup. They seem to be a more reactive deck. Okay, so I get that resolve and counter the Tesseract again. How the Spell Pierce they have it? I don't think they have. Okay, now we are in trouble because we don't have answers to Jokulhaups except this answer, which is a time walk. That's not bad. Okay, let's start with this. Try to find a counter. Okay, since I have enough, and I'm going to do Ponder. I still want to keep this. Okay, Master of Death, Ponder. That's all nice and dandy, but I really need interaction. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep the Riptide Laboratory up. Okay, well, bouncing that doesn't make anything, doesn't do anything, so that's alright. Create a cell, basically a treasure, nothing else. We want to bounce this Ogre of Bolas to try to find interaction. I do have a Ponder, I'm going to keep it. Okay, that's nice. Start with the Ponder. Transcorn, Ponder, Ponder. Shuffle, I guess. Okay, now I have 4 mana for Venser, and either 3 mana for Lose Focus or 2. I think I need the mana, so I'm going to play the untap land. Start pinging the Tesseract, try to keep it away from ultimating. It's still very annoying because they can use the cell to pay for Lose Focus. Okay, I can counter that now with Lose Focus. I need to do that, I think. And again, I can hold the Venser. Now they can, I still was able to get value from the Lose Focus before they continue to create a lot of Ethereum cells. They kill that. Yeah, that's a bait to me, for me to tap out with Riptide Laboratory. I don't care about the Augur. They have so much mana, that's really annoying. Okay, they just pass. Do I bounce something to start pinging the Tesseracts? Okay, well, bouncing this, whatever this is. Yeah. Do I have any more counter spells? I have a couple, I think. Same. Can bounce and replay this thing. Okay. So this is 3 mana to bounce, 4 mana to replay, so I can't play a tap land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are going to have 5 mana. If they have an untap land, they can actually cast it. That's so bad for me. I don't know how their deck fares against a non-controlled deck, because all the cards they had were amazing against us, like Cleansing Wildfire, Tesseract, Mana Leaks. I don't know why they are activating the treasures now. Oh, they have a... okay, whatever. At least I make them tap out. They had the land, I didn't realize that. I was looking at this, but... okay. Yep, I can win now. Let's go see it. Yeah, they had like a perfect hand against us. And we also draw a lot of interaction. I think I need more egos. That's kind of a proactive counterspell, I guess. Thief of Sanity is not bad either. Probably Duress is better than more ego, right? Revealed is awesome. Negate is probably awesome. So what do I don't want? Destroy creature, destroy creature, destroy, destroy. Ritual suit, no, sorry. Language does work against Rise and Shine, but not against Ensoul, so I'm going to bring in the Sudden Edict, I think. Repeal doesn't work against the lands. This does work because it bounces. What else do we have? Scrabbling Claws is not good. I was thinking about playing on more ego to name Jokulhaups. They still have more win conditions, not that they have only one. That's the part that really is really annoying for me. I think I need a Serpent, so I can bring either another Thief to win the game or a more ego. I think I prefer to be a bit more proactive. Seems to be very, very reactive, or rather very, very you know, top end heavy. So maybe I can try to pressure them with the Thief. Okay, I have Duress, but a bunch of taplands. I do have Sudden Edict for the early threats. I think I'm going to keep, and I think I start with the Fetid Pulse that gives me 2 mana next turn to do Duress and Ponder, something like that. We are mulliganing, which is good for us. We are on the play too, which means we can maybe Duress the turn to play. That's pretty important against them, since they have Cleansing Wildfire to bridge the gap. They have a lot of expensive spells. Okay, another bridge. Okay, do I start with the Ponder or the Duress? Probably with the Duress. Let's see what they are working with. Okay, they do have the Rise and Shine, I have the Edict, but they have the Duress. So what are they going to do next turn? Either Cleansing Wildfire, Rise and Shine, or all of their cards are important. It's annoying. If I take the Rise and Shine, then my Edict is dead. But if I take the Duress, let's see, if I take the Duress, they can do Cleansing Wildfire, ramp into a Tesseract. I can counter the Tesseract. I can kill the Rise and Shine. So I think this is correct to take the Duress. It's really annoying, but I think it's correct. And now I can do Bad River, so next turn I can do Ponder, Shuffle, and keep Lose Focus or Edict. Maybe they want to resolve the Rise and Shine. That would be awesome for us, because we can kill also the land. Yeah. Now I'm going to just about to do that. That also takes them from the next turn. Play. Get this Ponder first. All of that is great. I don't even want to count to shuffle, but I think I need to. Yeah, I need to. So let's take a cancel. Let's shuffle for black. Drone Catacombs, eject you. That's great for us. Clean 2 for 1, and also takes them up from the next turn. Next turn I can do Ponder and keep Neutralize. Or maybe just lose focus. Okay, they play the bridge. Start with this. Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's keep that. I think I put negate on the bottom, so I can hold next turn Bensor. Next turn I just use lose focus for whatever they play, since I have a quantity of counterspells. They're targeting themselves. Just in case I'm missing something I'm replicating, I don't think I need to, but it's the same thing. Okay, and they miss Alandra, which is awesome. Now if they place Wildfire again, I can just bounce the land. That's just back breaking. Yeah. Oh, bye-bye. That's a counter plus a boomerang to a land. Yeah, Bensor is so useful so many times. It's a bit expensive, but I think we can be fine with that. Why they didn't play the tap land? That's weird. Okay. More of that, okay. Negates or lose focus. I think I just negate here. I'm going to counter because I have a lot of mana and a lot of counter spells. So next turn I can continue holding counter spells. And they find another untap land and they can, they can play the Tesseract, then I can counter with any of my counter spells. What do you use? I think neutralize. This matchup seems to be a control versus control matchup, so I want to have lose focus as an uncontrollable counterspell basically. I could have let that resolve, but that was very bad against so many things. Like they can uptick and downtick and kill my Bensor, so I can't really continue to pressure it. And that was the bad part, okay. Oh, Dasyur is a nice draw. Yeah, let's do Dasyur, Xyland, and keep probably just, can keep 2 things. So, probably just counter spells. Rise and Shine there. Can bounce it with counter backup. Sure, I don't care about the ponder. They can't attack, so I can bounce it end of turn. That's a defensive Rise and Shine, which is not what you want to be doing in this deck. I think I activate this instead. And then in my turn, use the Tyrant's Scorn. Okay. Yeah, that was difficult a bit. Alright, so any changes? Let's see, I don't think so. I don't think so. Again, the question is if I want a more ego or Thief of Sanity. I think I prefer the Thief. They don't seem to have a lot of creature removal, and that flies over, so it's also nice against their blockers, which is their main way of interacting, it seems. Okay, this hand is fine. On the draw, but they have a couple of cheap things to put into the graveyard for Treasure Cruise. Don't have any interaction yet, except the Duress. A Duress can be pretty good against them. The problem is, it's going to be on starting turn. They are going to have a turn 2 without me Duressing, so they can do Cleansing Wildfire if they have that. We'll see. Swamp here would be ideal. That's not a swamp. Okay, let's do this. Alright. Yeah, I think that's fine. So what I'm going to do next turn is probably just play the Catacomb and Duress them. Or use Tyrant's Scorn if they now go for the Rise and Shine. What happens if they go for Duress? They probably just take the Treasure Cruise, but I don't want to give them the option to take in Tyrant's Scorn, so I'm going to actually make land, Scorn and Thief. Giving them less options is ideal here, especially because I will not play next turn the Fetid Bull, so just putting in my hand right now doesn't make sense. Don't need it for next turn, so it's going to be Thief of Sanity and the Tyrant's Scorn. So this gives me all the options while giving them the least. Okay. If they go for the rest here, I probably take the Treasure Cruise. No, Lantern of the Lost, yeah, that's fine. It's going to be annoying because I have the Treasure Cruise, but it's not like I'm losing too much. Yeah, let's start with Duress. See what they are working with. Okay, they get another land, Ghost Quarter, which is basically an untapped fetch. Manalik, Ponder, and Tesseret. Okay, so what are they going to do next turn? Manalik and Tesseret. They can't do Tesseret next turn, I can use my Duress. So do I take the Ponder because they have Ponder Shuffle? I think I do. And next turn I probably just see what they do. If they don't do anything, let's do this. They probably counter with Mana Leak. They can play a land and then next turn Thief of Sanity just dies. Yeah, maybe I put myself in a bad spot here. I should have took the Mana Leak. Yeah, that was a misplay. I get so mad at myself when I make misplays, but you know, Penny Dreadful has that where there are a lot of cards where you normally don't play with or against all the time. That makes it difficult. Like, for example, this is also a misplay for them unless they are cracking the Lantern of the Lost, because they can save that to see what they need to fetch instead of just doing it right now. Okay. So now if I play the Thief, that dies to the Tesseret. Is that good enough for me? It puts another thing into the graveyard. And prevents them from ultimating. Preventing them from ultimating is the main reason I'm doing this. Wildfire there. Okay. They cracked the lantern. Okay. Can I use the treasure cruise? No, I have only 6 mana with Delve. I need 8. Okay, next turn I can do commence the endgame for X with 6 cards in hand, which is a lot. That threatens to kill the Tesseract. Oh yeah, neutralize really gives me a bit more peace of mind, really. Didn't have any interaction, that was annoying. Do I let this resolve? They only have 1 card in hand. I think I need to counter. This might be bait, or rather tripping my counter spell so they can untap and do something, but really I don't think I can beat a Factor Fiction and Jokulhaups in their hand. And if I let them do like Factor Fiction, they find the Jokulhaups, and I'm going to feel like an idiot. Okay. Okay, they don't have anything else. I don't think I ponder here, just pass. No, no, don't do it. Okay, can't do anything about that. Well, I can bounce it later. I'm going to just start by making a 5/5. Alright. I can bounce that with Tyrant's Scorn and hit the Tesseract. If I just attack the Tesseract, they can just let the trade happen, and I don't want that. So let's... What? Has hexproof. Oh my god, I'm so dead. Alright. Let's start by attacking Tesseracts. I don't think they take the trade, but maybe they do. Like if this Tesseract leaves, then they are going to have a lot of... The emblem is going to be a really a nightmare for me. Okay, this is fine because I can now use Dancer to bounce it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can hold Riptide Laboratory for the Dancer. Alternatively, I can do Augur of Bolas or Ponder Augur of Bolas and try to find something else. What other interaction do I have? Have revealed, right? Or I forgot to put it in my deck. No, okay, well, I got revealed. I got nothing else, okay. Yeah, So I need to Venser for sure. Given that they only have one card in hand, I think I want to make this sure that I can resolve this Venser. Okay, this is fine. I can also bounce it with Tyrant's Scorn, which isn't the worst. Now if they go to minus it on Venser, I can bounce it back. But that doesn't play well against Jokulhaups. They might have Jokulhaups or Rise and Shine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can actually play around that. So I'm going to bounce it because I can't do anything else. If they Jokulhaups or Rise and Shine, I need to find my... Well, if they Jokulhaups, they just win. Okay, Mana Leak is fine. Okay, the dice. And I have close to enough for Treasure Cruise. Ah, we knew what we are going to draw, so start with this, because if I find a duress or a cantrip, I can do that before Treasure Cruise. Okay, that's a card, I guess. I have 6, so this is going to be for 2. Oh, I need to play an untap land so I can get lose focus with the most amount of kicker. And maybe I'm even forced to cycle into negate if they go for like Jokulhaups or something. Because I don't think I have enough. They have too much mana. Oh, they really redraw something big again. Sucks. Okay, let's cycle this, try to find the gate. No. I don't think I can come back, maybe mainly because they have a Tesseret. So using the lose focus doesn't do anything because they use the Ethereum cells. I don't think I can come back, but we'll see. Basically, what I want to draw is a revealed. So I need to play to find that. So I'm going to do this. Have a couple of ponders. So I'm not going to fetch on upkeep. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think I need to ponder and consider trying to find the thing. The one thing of this, I don't think so. Pass the turn, I can do consider end of turn. Yeah, their deck is like awful against aggro, like really bad. Forbid, I don't think I can keep a counterspell. Master of Death, Surveils 2. and if it dies I can get it back, so I can try to grind them down with this. Okay. If they just untap and play another huge play, then I just die. Basically they have this deck where all of their spells are good against control, and they probably lose really bad against aggro. Maybe they have a good cyborg against them, I don't know. Okay, this match has been very long and interesting, even though I think this is a bad matchup for us. Alright, can we survive the Jokulhaups here? That would be so awesome. Okay, they just killed that. Bring it back, I guess. Okay, Field of Ruin is a card, I guess. Can do a consider. Okay. Surveil 2, we are searching for that revealed. Revealed, it's very difficult to pronounce. Alright. We would also be fine with Treasure Cruise. Even a Tassure will be fine, puts a lot of pressure on his chip. Yeah, they are kind of misplaying the Ghost Quarter, because if they have a Ponder, yeah, now they can't shuffle that Ponder, so it's really way worse. They decided to shuffle. Okay, they make another Ethereum cell. Let's consider. Okay, Factor of Fiction is nice. So let's attack Tezzeret. Okay, I need to play a bit faster because I'm about to go to 5 minutes and they are close. So we might need to play this for time. Might stop doing great commentary and try to focus on playing. Okay. Yeah, I think I do this. Alright, that resolves. I have the rebuild. I'm going to put the rebuild or basically anything else. Now the question is, okay. Wow. Oh my god, that was a long match. GG's, honestly. Let's go to the next one. Alrighty, match number 4 against Hagdog. No. I can cast 2 spells, but that's not good enough for me. Yeah, this is fine. Going to keep it and send what? The swamp? Probably the swamp. I have a couple of cantrips, so I have the velocity to try to find more lands. The other option is to send that cantrip back. The problem with that is that I don't have control over what I draw as much. I need to keep and send the swamp, I think. They also mulligan to 6. Alright. See what we're against. Oh, posts. Okay, I think I saw a list. Let me see if I can check that to understand what we are playing against. What's this? No. Ascension. I think I saw it getting a Guess ad nauseam. No, it's not that. Let's check the border post. See which deck plays this. Okay, there we go. Oh, restore balance. Alright, yeah, it's important to know what we are against. Fabricate, okay. Oh, Antiquity Sword is legal. That's really good. It's really good. Dead and Gone. Border posts. Lands. Okay. Let's start with a ponder. It took us long, but we finally got there. Okay. Do I like this? Can get like a Bad River and an Augur of Bolas. Don't think it's great against them. Okay. Yeah, I think I need counter spells against these kind of decks. Yeah, of course it's not Jokulhaups because Jokulhaups destroys these two. This art is sick though, I never actually paid that much attention to this. Maybe Wildfire is legal? Let's check real quick. Okay, yeah, both are legal. Interesting. Okay, Field of Ruin is worse than dead here. It's basically an untap waste. Okay, I can pass. I don't think they played many creatures, but maybe. Also, this gives them the fear that maybe I have a counter spell where I don't, but it's alright. More posts. Okay. And maybe they are taking it slow. Scorn I think goes to the graveyard. I already have one and I don't know the application of it. Okay. See. Languish. Useful, I see. I can't either cruise, so I think I just pass. Hope they play a creature I can kill or something, I don't know. If they play Restore Balance, I think they just kill off all of our lands and a couple of cards. That's really bad for us. But maybe they don't go for it. If they give me one more turn I can get Benzer on, and maybe it's good enough. No, they are casting something. Chandra the Firebrand. Okay. Interesting. Okay. You can copy spells. I don't know what spells they are copying. We'll see. Next time, hopefully they play something I can bounce and start hitting this Chandra. Yeah, they don't play anything. I think I just FOF. That feels my Treasure Cruise too. Counter, that's fine. Okay. Tasker costs 2 and survives a Wildfire, but I think I still just pass and hold counter spells and forbid. Play more lands. Pretty flooded out from what I've seen. They do play a lot of sources, but I think 17 lands only. I think I just bounced that. Seems like an easy time walk. Don't give them the mana either. Just bounce it now. A time walk that pressures Chandra, and that's pretty good. It requires basics, alright. Really? Oh, okay. That's annoying. That's so annoying. They had it all so far. This Chandra is really annoying. What's the... Okay, the ultimate is not that threatening. Like, it's annoying, but not threatening. Alright, so I can play Tassiger, hold for beats. So if I do that, I probably just do it like so and keep Factor Fiction, I think. If I paid it for 1, I can activate it end of turn, but well, we'll see. Maybe I made the incorrect decision here. If the ultimate Chandra, I can bounce my Tassiger, trade kind of 1 for 1. Yeah, no, okay. I let the Chalice resolve. I only care about their good spells here. They have more. Talisman, okay, yeah, that's fine. We have all the ramp in the world. I need to find something to... Well, I can start pressuring the Chandra, which is good. The Chandra is weird because, well, maybe they have something to copy, like a Factor Fiction or something like that. I doubt they want to copy like Wildfire. That doesn't really make much sense to me. Okay, let's first attack, see what we can get. I'm even tempted to not ponder, but I think I will, because I need to find more counter spells, like neutralize. Yeah. Cancels are great in this position. Sure. So far Chandra has only been a Lava Axe, which is acceptable, but I still fear it, because if they have like a Factor Fiction, then I need to counter both parts. I can't. Alright. Sure thing, let's activate Tassiger. And probably they will give us either the Ponder or the Consider. That's alright by me. Yeah. And I think I consider in my turn try to find lands. Okay, well, I found the land, so I can just attack instead. They didn't draw anything of like any card draw or anything like that. luckily for us. So they are only really flooded out. I don't know what they are playing, but if they play like Wildfire and all that, I can just counter. If they have an uncontrollable effect, I think there are a couple, right? Let me check. Color red, CMC bigger than 5. Counter. Obliterate, yeah, this wrecks me. Have no clue if they play that or not, but we'll see. Yes. I probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever. If they give me the consider, I can use it now. So probably they give me the ponder. No, well, or not. No. That's a lot of damage. Really big. It's going to be a 9-9, I think. No, 8-8. Okay, let's attack. Just pass. We have a lot of counter spells, so we're chilling. I could use Treasure Cruise, but I will use it next turn so I can clean everything and try to get just Factor of Fiction in my graveyard. Factor of Fiction and Treasure Cruise. Okay. Another post. An interesting thing is that you can always just hardcast your posts. Oh wait, no, I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do this, so I can start attacking for a bunch. Yeah, this is fine. It's just more velocity. I'll discard the Easy Prey, whatever. If they have Obliterate, I just die. Okay, I think I need the rest in this. Rebuild also nice. Rebuild works very well against the Chalice. At Morigo I can't use it because I don't know what they play, so. Okay, all of this in. I think we remove some of the kill spells. Okay, all of that. Can also remove the Tyrant's Corn. Scarring Gloss is dead too, so I can bring in something like Thief of Sanity. I think in that matchup, Thief of Sanity would have been pretty good. Way better than this. Just be all interaction. Yeah, I think I like this. Then we'll check again. Yep, I think this is fine. I will remove Field of Ruin too, but I don't think I want anything else in my graveyard, in my sideboard. Like if I remove a land to bring a 6-drop, like that doesn't sound right. So we'll see. Alright, so okay, I think I'm mulligan this. I have 2 Tassigurs, a Factor of Fiction, so very top heavy, and only 1 land that enters tapped. Okay, this is a bit better. Not ideal, but I have a cantrip land. I'm going to keep and send the swamp. We'll see. Post. Sure. This is still a spell, so you can actually counter it with negate if you want to. Alright, next turn I probably just play the island and pass, so I can use negate or Fetid Pool if I want to. Okay, more posts. Okay. If they don't do anything, I probably consider first, because I want to fetch a duel if I can. I'm not in a rush to cycle the Fetid Pools. I don't think I counter a ramp spell either. I think I need to hold my counters for actual neat cards, you know, cards that impact the board in some way. Okay. See what you get, what you have. Okay, nothing. Probably Factor Fiction, but I can't play around that. Okay, Fetid Pools, Graveyard. Just fetch the other Fetid Pools. Alright. I don't think I can play that Thief. Maybe in a couple of turns. If I had a Duress, maybe I could get information. Like to see if I can... If next turn I draw Duress, I can see if I hold Negate or cast the Thief. We know that they don't have more posts, I think. They could play another post right now, so if they don't play it, maybe it's because they have something else. Okay, I can't deal with that right now. Just hope it's only one. And our wraths don't work with this. I don't know if there is any wrath that actually kills that thing. Okay. Let's do rest and see what's going on there. Also gives me more information. We didn't see much from them, like basically all lands we saw. Okay. Mana leak maybe? No, Izzet charm. And they are thinking if they want to make me tap out basically. Okay, they let that resolve. Okay, they are playing Wildfire. Vexing Shusher is annoying. I don't think can do much with this. Like, this is very bad for us. I will take the Wildfire because otherwise I'm just dead. They don't have double red now, but still. Oh, they can't also play this. Yeah, I understand now what's happening. So I'll take the Wildfire and just play the Thief, trade it with an Izzet charm. Is that good? Probably not. The thing is, what other option do they have? They have two Izzet charms, not that I can do much about that. Holding a counterspell in this situation seems awful, so I'm just going to play this and pass. Hope it works. Okay, now that I know what they play, maybe I can bring in the Egos to remove the Colossuses. Sure. I think it was right to play it. It feels awful, but I think it was right to play it. Okay. Okay, we need something to block this chunker. Like an Ogre of Bolas would be nice. Duress, yeah, let's get more information, guys. So yeah, I think I bring out more ego instead of Thief of Sanity and just name that. Okay, let's concede. And I need to name Colossus, otherwise they just kill me with that. Okay, well, at least now I understand what game are we playing. Alright, anything else I want to change? They seem to have a couple of creatures. Cyanide works against that. And Tyrant's Corn is probably worse than that. What else? Tyrant's Corn can bounce my own things. but I don't think that makes any difference. I don't think I have any bad cards here against them, like any card that I just don't want in my deck. I think Cynic is fine now. I know that they play Colossus. I think this is fine. It's a bit slow, but it's fine. Yeah. How do we start here? Probably the Catacombs, so I can do Catacombs into Bad River and shuffle. Maybe I prefer to do just Bad River, so since I have another one. Yeah, I think that's better. Otherwise I get no untap lands if I do that play. And I think I save the Fetid Pulse to cycle. At least for now. Post. Okay. Draw first, see what we draw. Another one of those. Sad, but understandable. Let's ponder. Play the Bad River, probably crack it in an upkeep. Those are fine though. Like the island is awful, but I need the counter. And the Master of Death put some amount of pressure too. But I don't think I need it now, so what I'm going to do is just keep the 4-beat, play a Bad River, and shuffle an upkeep. The correct play, by the way, now that I've seen it, is to put the Master of Death second, since I might want to keep it for some reason. I don't see myself doing that, but you know. Okay, they get another thing. They bounce another post. Okay. Sure. Just developing their mana as we know they do. Crack this thing. And since we have black here, I'm going to just fetch a blue. Okay, another counter is nice. And now we can hold either the counters or the cycle for Fetid Pulse. And next turn I can play a tap and it's no big deal because I have a lot of 3-drops. Just hope they tap out for something dumb and I can counter it. That's alright. Again, I don't think I battle the mana. I think I battle the important spells. They seem to have few of them, or fewer of them. Okay, they don't seem to have Colossus in hand, or they are scared of a counter spell. And more ego. I don't think I can tap out right now. Well, does that help? Next turn it will help. Now it doesn't. Okay, let's just pass. Hold the counter, that's all right by me. Just hope they tap out for Wildfire or something, I can counter it. Chandra the Firebrand. I think I just counter that with Neutralize. Okay, they have the counter backup. It's alright. Okay. They ping us. I don't think I shuffle in upkeep. I want to draw a land if I can. Okay. Start with Duress, see what they are working with. Okay, yeah, it's very difficult for Duress to miss. Take that. Now the question is, do I add more ego now? Take their Colossuses now. I think we do. It's a bit dicey, but I think we do. It's called Metal War Colossus. Yeah. And next turn we can start applying pressure with this and Venser maybe, or this with counter backup. Okay, let's see what they are playing with. Okay, they don't play Obliterate or whatever it's called. They play Burst Lightning, Light Charms, Ravenous Trap. That's awful against me. Don't bring that in. Okay, so we remove that. The only win conditions they end up having are Vexing Shasher to hit for 2 every turn, and Chandra, so they get really few spells that matter. Okay, MTG is having a fit here. 4. Okay. Exile those. We pass. Oh, we should have. I forgot it doesn't put in revealed, but I believe they only have another Chandra, 2 Vexing Shashers, 4 Wildfires. The land that we know they had. And in counter spells they have the set of Izzet Charms, and that doesn't counter the Tassiger. Wait, I want to exile everything but the neutralize, I think. Even a more ego is kind of bad. I don't care about anything else they have. Okay. Okay. What scares me is if they up down tick here and try to double Wildfire, because that those skills are Tassiger, but that's the only thing they could do that matters. Okay, nice. This was the 4th one, right? Let me check real quick. I think so. Yeah, so let's go to the final match of the league. Alright, final match of the league against Xeno Nev, whatever that means. Alright, this hand is clunky. We do have 3 counter spells, 2 lands, and we're on the play, so I think this is good enough. It's not ideal, but it's good enough. Okay, let's just hope that this gets there. Alright, so now the question is, if we don't draw lands, do we do turn 3 lose focus? I don't know. I like that land. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay. Faded Pools. Okay, that solves our problems a bit. I can play that tapped next turn and continue holding lose focus, which in the early turns are great. Okay, Glimmer Post is annoying. I'll counter anything basically. Also, if I let them develop their mana, then our lose focus lose value too. So I want to use them proactively. Also, I have 3 hands, so okay, Consider is nice. Now I can cantrip if I don't counter. Continue fueling my graveyard, though I prefer to save it for cleaning the ponder if I need to. Prism. I think I let that resolve. That's just a cantrip that fixes. It's powerful, but okay, they missed a land drop. That's really important. So now I know that cantrips are important to remove. We put that on the graveyard for value, and now we pay 1 life. I don't think I play it, but we'll see. Factor Fiction is nice. Okay, so we know they missed a land drop, so Oh wait, all of this is nice. Field of Ruin is nice. Bad River is kind of the worst one. I think I keep it like so. Probably counter anything they play or cycle Icy Bray. Okay, they drew a land. Circuit Mender. That doesn't cantrip right now, and I think I prefer to let this resolve. Seems to be a hedge against aggro and not a thing to play against really as. I don't care about a 2-3. Alright, I think I just play the Field of Ruin now, or I save it. I think I save it for now, since I'm going to probably just play Factor Fiction. Gives them less information too. It's weird that they are playing red. Like, what are they playing with? Why red? I can't really think of anything except fireballs. I doubt they will play fireballs. Okay. Don't seem to be playing anything, so I can FOF. Alright. I don't think I care about Hour of Wallace, I prefer the lands. Here I just crack for another Fetid Pulse. Now the question is if I do Field of Ruin now. I can do Ponder, Field of Ruin, that's 4 mana, I get 2. I don't mind discarding because I can discard this to get it back later. Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, so we keep the Venser. Just crack here. Pitch a blue. Pass the turn. Discard this Master of Death. Have something here, Sweltering Suns, okay. Alright. Awesome. Okay, just attack with that. I can destroy with Tyrant Scorn whenever I want. Okay, now I think I just counter this. And remember to always replicate it if you can and you don't mind using the extra mana in case they have like a counter spell there. I think I just get it back. I can play that on Venser, so that's pretty good. I can also try to play the Serpent. I don't need to do that. Okay, Sudden Edict. Maybe find it, probably offer a trade. Yeah, I'll keep it on top. Not sure about that, but I'll keep it on top. We'll see. Okay. Smokestack. Oh, okay. So that's what they are doing. You can bounce it with Venser end of turn. Probably better to do that. Trade here, don't mind. Just develop my things. Need to find a Riptide thing so I can start doing that. Oh wow, sounds like a quick concession, but I don't know if they knew I had the Lockmere Serpent in hand. I was going to close the game very fast, so alright. Let's see if I can find a list for that. I have no clue. Smokestack with Cloudpost sounds really interesting. Okay, not a single one of these. So Duress probably in, Negate's probably in, probably Revealed. I don't know what they are playing, but probably Revealed is fine. Okay, let's remove the cheap removal spells. I was stacked against aggro very hard and we didn't ever face aggro. So I think I prefer to have Thief of Sanity over on Morigo again. Edict doesn't seem so fine when they have creatures they can just sacrifice for value. Tyrant's Scorn, like Repeals looked awful against the creature, but it wasn't bad against like Signets and such. It's like filler. Yeah, I think I go with this and see where we go. I have no clue what they're playing really, or what I should name with it on Morigo. Probably Smokestack should be what they name, but I don't know. Oh, I also have the Serpent now. Do I keep this? This seems not reactive at all. Do have lands. I'm going to Mulligan. I don't care. Yeah, this is way better. I'm going to keep and send their Laboratory to the bottom. Wow, they start with the post. Sure thing. I'm going to do tap land into Augur, I guess. We have a lot of mana now. Yeah, their hand wasn't that great either. Let's try to find something useful here. Duress and Forbid. So the thing here is, if I get the Duress, I can't use it for a couple of turns. If I get the Forbid, I kind of telegraph this neutralize, but I telegraph it itself if I just don't play the Duress next turn, for example. Yeah, I think I keep the Duress because it's cheaper. It's more or less the same level of interaction. Maybe I draw like a... what's it called? Lose focus, and if I draw lose focus, then Duress is better because I can do both in one turn. Okay, Laboratory doesn't do much. I think I just do this and pass. It's really sus that we are not playing the neutralize, but that's okay. So they sacrifice 0, they put a counter. The only thing that we saw that they wanted to sacrifice was the Circuit Mender and the... Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I need to counter that. Just hope they don't have Ricochet Trap. They don't. Alright. I just sacrifice these bolas. Duress. See what they are playing with. Mindslaver and Lance. Now the question becomes, do I try to raise the Smokestack or I just leave it be? I could hold Lance and just sacrifice all of this, But the Riptide over there is probably what I'm going to sacrifice now, because it's the least valuable of the lands. Doesn't generate good mana. Okay, they sacrifice probably the Mender or a Mountain. Okay, just the Mender. Need to contribute into lands basically. Neutralize. It's probably bad. I'm going to sacrifice 2 permanents now, so I'm going to sacrifice these 2. I need lands basically. Okay. Now I will not play my land. So the way I'm going to try to do this is just win with 1 land by doing Tasigur, like land Tasigur. That's going to be my follow-up after they remove all of my permanents. Okay, they have a miscast. Archer for Aska is nice for them. I don't think I have enough. Okay, sacrifice 2. They drew a Cloudpost. Okay. And this turn I need to just not play anything and pray they just sacrifice a stack. Because if I play like land Tasigur, they can just do that again. I can play a tap land, that's kind of tricky. If I play this tap land and they want to keep the smokestack, they sacrifice these 2 for my catacomb. Sacrificing a post is a lot of mana, so I doubt they will do that. I don't want to give them the option to sacrifice 2 lands for my Tasigur. I think Tasigur I needed to win. Alright. Makes sense. I think we saw both of them. Not sure about the mountain, if we saw it or not. Okay. I think we start with a Ponder. We don't have color mana either. Okay. Those are good. But so I think I want to lose focus and the land. So I'm going to put Benzer on the bottom. Maybe shuffle and upkeep because I can't cast it. Okay, let's remove everything. Prism. Okay, that's great for them. That was a great draw. Okay, they get a lot of mana, so I don't know how I feel about this lose focus. Let's ponder first. Maybe find another duress. Rebuild is kind of dead. I think I just shuffle these ones. Another Tasigur is... It's nice to have backup. I would prefer it if I could cast it now. Oh really? That's really annoying. Okay, Master of Death is nice against Stack. Can sacrifice that. And again, I'll keep lands on top because, yeah, I think these both go to the graveyard. Maybe I top the Ponder so I can ponder something. I think I just put it in the graveyard. I have very few mana sources. Yeah, I can bounce that, maybe. Do I sacrifice the Master of Death or a land? What happens is I just sacrifice a land, attack for 7. Next turn I sacrifice 2 lands, attack for 7. That's close to lethal, but not enough. I think I still do it because this doesn't trigger until my next upkeep. I will need to sacrifice 2 lands either way, so I think I just sacrifice a land now. Put pressure on them. Do I play the land or not? Let's see. I played the land, they made me sacrifice 2. Yeah, I think that helps me because they can make me sacrifice 2. I sacrifice 2 lands, I get 1 land extra. I attack for 7. Next turn I need to sacrifice 3 permanents. So if I find a land, I can keep 1 creature and attack for lethal. I think that's my play. And now the question is, do I bounce this Signet now or do I wait? I think I bounce it now. Again, I need to find lands and I want them to sacrifice something useful. Okay, miscast, whatever. Kind of a weird deck. I don't think Smokestack goes very well in Cloudpost, but maybe I'm mistaken. Endbringer, okay, that sucks. Okay, they consider I have no clue why. The strike of time got to go. Okay, well, whatever. So let's look at the deck a bit. So we ended up going for a 1, which was pretty good, but there were some problems with the deck. Basically, I think even though we had 7 counterspells, it felt like we needed more, and we also have Venser. So basically, because we face a lot of big spell decks, and like Infect, both Ritual of Soot and Language were both awful. We never wanted them. They were serviceable against Infect in the first match, but I prefer to have any point-and-click removal because it's way cheaper. Resolving this against the 4 Spell Pierce main deck is very difficult. And the win conditions, we never cast Lockmere Serpent. Maybe we have too many win conditions. Like we have the Venser Loop with Riptide Laboratory, which is a combo. We have the Master of Death, which is very tricky to kill. Commence the Endgame, which is nice, win condition 2. And Tassigers, but we didn't face too many decks where the win condition was an issue. You know, having another sticky threat was necessary. So maybe in the future we cut the Serpent, we cut the Wraths for more cheap interaction or cheap cantrips. I have no clue what so far. Maybe like Dimir Charm can be good because it can kill smaller creatures like Easy Prey, but it can also counter a sorcery, so that can be kind of useful against like the whole Wildfire decks, the Rise and Shine deck, so it has more applications. I prefer at first Easy Prey because the 2 modes seem like both are always going to be useful, either to kill a small creature or to cycle, but I think having more answers to those cards is pretty important, so maybe we can bring those in. The Terran Scorn were really great, bouncing creatures and killing smaller creatures. The Sudden Edict were great against the decks that had like those lands that we didn't have other ways to removing. So I think overall we have kind of something cool going on here. We need to find out exactly what's the correct deck configuration so far. And maybe 2 Riptide Laboratories is too much, but I wanted to test the card, and so far when we had the combo with Venser, it was pretty important to just have that and make the opponent respect it. Basically making Venser a must kill, which is kind of cool when you have a 2/2 4/4 that you know, time walks them and then they have to kill it. Like, it's very powerful. Maybe if we want to go for that route, maybe we need to add another fencer. That can be another thing, because fencer also is stack interaction and board interaction, which is pretty important, so it's flexible in that respect. So yeah, that was overall the deck. I was really happy with it. Again, I think there are a couple of things that we need to change, like the Thief of Sanity were awful, these cards were awful, so there are a couple of things to change, but more or less the idea is there. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you reach here, like, hello, I didn't expect anyone to watch the full video, and see you in the next one. See ya.